onto the main event. So,
Dun 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 dun
from
dun 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 dun.
from the mind of future Eisner-winning graphic novel author I Am Not Starfire, Mariko Tamaki's Dark Detective.
With once once in futures Dan Mora.
Watching Futures Dan Moore, who did the art and coloring, and Jordi Belair did the Jordi Belair did the coloring. Mora did the art and the cover. So, Dark Detective. Bruce Wayne is dead. No, he isn't. So,
Gotcha, bitch.
gotcha. So, when the magistrate first came into power, one of their key figures, Peacekeeper 01,
Shot Bruce in an
shot
alley.
Bruce.
Yeah.
And so that started the whole Batman is dead, Bruce Wayne is dead. But no, Bruce survived and has just been hiding in the shadows until he gets discovered again. And that's it. That's the story.
And then he becomes Batman again.
He becomes Batman.
This is we joked about like Batman Beyond being the next Batman, but not good.
Yeah.
This kind of felt like more of the same thing, where you've got like injured Bruce like being pushed to his limits to survive.
Yeah.
But I didn't really care, I guess.
Yeah. Like there's an interesting. The thing is, I think we both agreed. We were talking about it before the stream. We both agreed it's not bad. There's an interesting concept. The thing is, it just seems like Tamaki is just Tamaki. Yeah, we've done it before, and Tamaki is just going to be another stock Batman writer.
Which I guess if you want to think about it like that, it's actually probably for the best because we haven't really had a stock Batman in a while.
Yeah,
we've had Tom King, and then we've had
Tinian.
Yeah, and then we've had Tinian. So I guess more stock Batman is just okay. And if this is if the quality of this book is representative of her going into Detective Comics, we could have had much worse. Especially considering this is the woman who thought I'm Not Starfire was a present.
Yeah, who thought I'm Not Starfire was good. Thought that She-Hulk fighting a YouTuber was a good idea, and not being played off as a joke, as like old sensational She-Hulk era would have played it as, but like serious.
Yeah. The weird thing that we couldn't figure out was like, for whatever reason, that this is not Blade Runner / not Cyberpunk, and we were trying to figure out if it was it just felt like it was trying to be like generic sci-fi and doesn't really know what direction it wants to go in.
No. And like we mentioned earlier, like as we see in the next Batman, Gotham doesn't look that much different from like present day. But then you go into Dark Detective, it's like cyberpunk.
Yes, I think it actually looks a bit more like Blade Runner, but the sentiment still is justified.
Yeah.
I think they have yet to explain the magistrate. Like,
yeah.
They're like this overwhelming police state presence in Gotham. Again, we've done this story before, so it's not just Tamaki, but it's also on John Ridley to explain it. But like the magistrate rolls into Gotham, they never really explain how they got there or what they've been doing. Just that they came here and suddenly it's cyberpunk.
Yeah, suddenly they're in charge. They've outlawed vigilantes, and that's it.
There is something I want to talk about that we've talked about it before, but Faux Miller. For those of you who don't remember reading Frank Miller's Dark Knight Returns, Miller has spoken a lot of idioms, and like he masturbated the city, and he used metaphor a lot. And Tamaki, for better or worse, has one voice. And you can tell that she's trying to get out of her comfort zone with this, but she does it by just taking Miller's writing style and copying it in cyberpunk land.
Pretty much, yeah.
And for some people that's fine, but for me it's not. Um, Mainly because it just kind of feels like we're doing the same song and dance we've been doing. Oh, Bruce is poor. Bruce is on the run again.
On the run again. He's not properly Batman. And he doesn't.
I will say the girl he ran into at the cafe or the bar, she was cute. She had a nice personality.
Hey, you got money for drugs?
Womp womp.
What what? And I do like the design of tactical gear Batman. So I'll give it that.
I think Dan Mora definitely carries this.
Yeah,
particular
Dan Mora
story.
absolutely carried it with his art. Because story wise, I was expecting it to be bad because it's Mariko Tamaki. What I got was just,
okay.
Okay.
It will be fine to read in the trade.
It's more of the same, but nothing outstanding. And if that's going to be the same with her detective comics, then I really don't need to continue reading detective comics.
I guess good for her that she's able to, like, just fill in the role of stock Batman writer 5, but
yes, stock Batman
we don't
writer
want stock Batman writer number 5. We want something fresh and new. We're on an infinite frontier, so maybe that should be reflected in the writing style.
Yeah. We don't want more of the same. Batman's at his lowest again. Let's do another story with Joker.
Again.
Guys, remember the Court of Owls? They're back.
In that sense, I guess Tinian is the perfect Batman writer.
Hey guys, Joker. Look, Riddler.
Wow.
So
Also, they don't explain a lot of the technology. Like, for whatever reason, like we talked about it being like cyberpunk, but like you got like this Bruce Wayne thing, like this giant Bruce Wayne hologram, and you got like these ocular implants and shit.
Yeah. It
only
ever appears here.
You know what I just realized? That girl with the green tips on her hair, the Billie Eilish knockoff, she's gonna be the new Robin. She's gonna be Bruce's new Robin, I think.
Oh, yeah, maybe. Like she's just not randomly there, like, because there really is like no other main character aside from Bruce.
And the black lady at the cemetery, but that wasn't really a character so much as it was just a plot device of a woman.
Plot device, yeah. And then maybe Peacekeeper. People like Peacekeeper is the villain, obviously, but like...
But there's like no dimension to him. Like there's nothing interesting other than just, oh, I'm a police state. I am the police.
I am the law.
He's Judge Dredd.
He's Judge Dredd.
That actually makes a lot more sense.
Yeah.
But I don't know. This might be good in the trade. Like I guess we'll talk about it later when it comes out. When the next issue comes out. But
yeah, when it finishes. Well, this one is 4 issues, isn't it? Because Batman.
Yeah, it's coming out bi-weekly, I think.
Yeah, because it's Batman. We got to give Batman more issues. Everything else is just gonna get 2. I kind of can't wait for Future State to be over. Like even Bendis on Justice League, and I know that I'm like summoning the devil here, but even that is at least more interesting than like just random future shit happening without a lot of explanation. Yeah, future shit that doesn't matter.
At least with Bendis, I'll at least have an entertaining time trying to decipher what the fuck is going on.
Like, why is this happening? Why did he do this? Why is this so fucking dumb?
Yeah. Oh, so then I guess we should talk about the backups. One's a Grifter story.
I think that was it.
Grifter.
It was just Grifter, wasn't it?
Yep.
And
Huntress is there.
Yeah, well, she doesn't appear until like the end.
Yeah, like the last page.
Literally the last page, she appears. So yeah, Grifter does stuff. Luke Fox is there. Then Huntress appears in the end.
So this raises even more questions. If what the fuck happened to Tim Fox? Like, was that Luke Fox in the hospital?
I think it was.
Remember, yeah. in the first issue of Next Batman, we were in the hospital and like.
Yeah, that was
Tim Fox. Was that Luke?
That was Luke. Someone
Who
pointed
calls
out.
himself Jace?
No, I think Tim. Tim is the one that was originally called Jace, but now calls himself Tim Fox.
Next, I remember Tim Fox. Tim Fox 1 and Tim Fox 2 were in the hospital, and then Tim Fox says it's not Tim anymore, it's Jace.
Yeah, well, one of them
So
is
I'm trying
Luke.
to wonder
I
if
think
this story is connected, and this is why he gets
yeah.
the Jace name. And I'm like,
well, I think it's the problem with like how the characters were designed. It was just really confusing. Also, also with everything
Black
with Future
Brother
State,
1, Black Brother 2.
Also, as we said with Future State, it's missing a lot of context.